Hey guys, welcome back for another one. We're here with Transport Fever 2, our Apex challenge. Every product to every city on a dry map. 1850 start, hard difficulty. You know, all that good and fun stuff. Alright, so last episode was basically an upgrade episode. I did go through off camera, finished upgrading everything I would need to upgrade. I think everything that we've built to this point is okay to leave alone until we advance later and we get some better vehicles. I do have one thing that really concerns me, and if any of you guys got any feedback in the comment section, you go ahead and leave it there. Hold on, I'll get my orientation correct here. Woohoo. This right here. Yeah, this, even with all these vehicles, it doesn't seem like even with 4 platforms, this is spreading out evenly enough to make it as efficient as possible. I believe my rate dropped drastically around here too. 391, we're almost at 400, but yeah, my rate kind of dropped way down. I don't know, something to keep an eye on. I let enough time pass by for me to realize I don't think this is ever going to stop being backlogged. So I don't know if the solution is add more stations or change the way the station's oriented. Like, they kind of seem like sometimes they come to a stop here. Like that one went freely, but watch, he'll probably stop. Look, he stops and there's really no oncoming traffic or anything, so I don't understand why they stop. I don't know. Any feedback here in the comment section about this one, you guys can let me know, but it's definitely being a little bit more efficient with 4 stops than it would be with just 1, because yeah, there's no way I could have done this with just 1 stop. Cool, thanks for the industry. So this episode, guys, we got a comfortable bank account now. If we take a look at it, we're comfortably making over 3 million a year. Well, a year to the game's financial cycle, not a year in actual end game, because we're playing at 1/4 speed. So it's time for me to take risks and start building with the future in mind. And that's what this episode is going to be based on. And I hope the industries that I plan on hooking up here eventually do not close on me while I'm working on all this stuff. So let's go ahead and zoom out. We are actually going to go to the north end of our map. We have not touched much up here. You can see it's very untouched. As far as we've come as in Gust up here with this line 2 episodes ago, but everything else up here not touched at all. And we're going to come up here and we're going to touch it. We're going to start, what we're going to do here in this episode, I think this one's going to be focused around, is we're going to build a line between Sioux Falls, Durham, the one I'm not excited about, small city, it's not really going to do much, and Brownsville. So we're going to put a line through these 3. And that's kind of the goal of this episode, because that's going to take a lot of time itself. Eventually we are going to hook an industry up. We are going to put some passenger stuff in. But for right now, the main focus of this episode, and see how much time is remaining, is to get a train line between these 3 cities. It will be expensive. Hopefully 30 million will cover. Without further ado, guys, it's time for the time lapse. Enjoy. All right, we are back after what was, I think it's like a 30-minute real-time time lapse. Obviously be way sped up for you guys, but that's what it was for me. All right, anyway, so let's play catch up real quick before we wrap up this episode. I knew this one's going to be a multi-episode project because it's just a lot of building we need to do. First good sign is playing on one speed. I never really went in the negative on my bank account until I did terraforming. So when I did that, that's when I went negative. But other than that, we're definitely making enough money off our previous lines for expensive build projects, so that's nice to know. Obviously, once we start putting trains on these lines, we will lose some money. So let's just talk about what I did real quick before we wrap this one up. First off, the station here for Sioux Falls. I set this up just in case if I have product goods coming from the back end. We have all this over here that we eventually could make products from or have products come out of. So I just let myself open the option to come through this area and come and just join up to the line, as we are trying to use the same line as much as possible. All right, and then we want I built this off. I don't think, yeah, okay, so everyone's using the same line. Passenger train will come off and then park right here. We set this one up to receive commercial goods or industrial goods whenever they should come. I do have a product line that I do want to bring down here in the near future, but once we get everything set up and going. So following our tracks, just going out and around. I did have to add a sharp turn in there, so it's going to slow down a little bit, but the trains we have currently don't go fast enough to even be slowed down, so it's not that big a deal. This one gave me a little bit of fits with the cross pattern. I finally got it to work. I knew it would work. It gave me a little fits there first. And that's just so when trains come in here and go off their either passenger platform, which is going to be extremely important here in the future for what my grand scheme of things is. Once again, passenger line. So here was where we got a little complicated, and I'm already dreading like having to expand this station in the future. We'll probably just expand out this way because it's probably the easiest way to edit instead of trying to mess with this. Anyways, you got this big old cross pattern because this line bridges off this way, and this one's going to bridge off and go this way and eventually connect down here to Augusta. So I'm trying to create like two separate main lines, but they all are connected. So by the end of the time, so Sioux Falls to Durham, and then we'll branch into two different lines. Brownsville will go connect to Rancho, Augusta to Memphis, Rancho to Indianapolis, Memphis to Warren, Indianapolis to Yonkers, and then they both meet up again in Ontario. So it's kind of like I'm trying to create two main branching points where they all meet up again. It's kind of what my plan is for the series. We'll see, we'll see how it all shapes up at the end, but that's kind of where we're going. So that's why when we look at Durham, why these two are incomplete, because these are going to branch out and go towards Augusta. So following this line, we're going through, once again, had a tunnel. You guys know, been following me. I'm not a big fan of tunneling, but these shallow tunnels, they actually make a little bit more sense than like digging a tunnel, like tunnel through the mesa. Like I do know, like late 1800s is when like the first tunnels and stuff were put, were like built in, like in the US. I don't know where they're elsewhere. Well, at the time age, I just looked up the US one time, which you guys can hear me reference back in the very first Apex challenge I did on my channel. So yeah, the shallow ones I'm okay with. The bigger mountains I probably want to wait till the late years. Even though I don't know if I don't know, because of ocean stuff like that, they actually do tunnel drilling anymore. They probably do. Anyways, so we come up here outside of Brownsville, connect up here, same thing, passengers with cargo, allowing them to go to any platform. They expect this stuff to get modified as needed in the future, but right now this just sets up the basic, which is what I want to. I'll probably start running passenger lines through both of these. I am a little concerned that the goods line that I want to make will close up on me, but right now it's not in danger, so I'm not too worried about it. And because I have money in the account, I don't really need to let time run off between cameras. So as long as I don't see it being closed, if I do see the good that I want to connect up being closed, I probably will pause the game and make sure I build it in before that happens. But with that said, guys, that's where we're at. Next episode will come back. I don't know what I want to do, passenger or cargo first, or freight or good or whatever we want to do. I'm not too sure which one I want to do first. I'm going to think about that off camera real quick and come back and record the next one. So guys, before you go, if you're enjoying this series, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to leave me a comment. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.